Jumbo everybody, so I finally, it took me forever, got my Halloween decorations out, and I want to share with you guys what I put where. Now you guys probably saw some of this stuff from my fall house tour, and now that I have my Halloween stuff up, a lot of it's repeat, but I have some jack-o'-lanterns, I have some skeletons. I'm going to show you where I put everything. But first, I got my Buckeye Pride on. Go Bucks playing Penn State today, this evening, so hopefully the Buckeyes win. You'll see, like seriously, every single neighbor I have has an Ohio State flag outside their house. It's quite a thing here. So on that note, go Bucks, and let's go see the outside. So this is what I have outside my house, and that is delightful. Okay, so I had multicolored corn, and it's being eaten by something. That's attractive. Okay, so I'm gonna have to fix that. But anyway, so this is a plug-in pumpkin. Definitely not real, of course. It does light up in the evening time. I have it set on a timer, so that's really convenient, and it lights up the way for my students to get in and out of the house, because a lot of times they're evening lessons, and it's dark by the time that they are leaving, so that works to illuminate the porch. So then here's a little wreath that I have on the door too, and then going inside. Normally for my music lessons I have this little curtain hold, but that's okay. I have some kids coming later today, so I'll close that before they come. But right here I have two little hooks that I use for my students' coats, but a lot of times they just put their coats on their chair or whatever. So I decided to go ahead and hang stuff from them this year. And these I actually got from Michael's, not painted. They were just, you know, like this. And then I decided to go ahead and put a little face and paint it on there. So I have a ghost and a jack-o'-lantern. I'm not sure if Michael still sells these. I'm assuming they do. I got these back in 2006, my gosh, and just painted them with acrylic paint. They think they were only like $1 from Michael's, so they weren't too expensive. And then I have a wreath and then a smaller wreath on the door. Now the reason I have this smaller one here is, I don't know if you can see I have that hook there. I normally have a larger thing hanging on this door, and I didn't want this hook to be like, okay, here's like my hook. So I decided to just put two wreaths there to try to camouflage it. I don't know. You can still kind of see it, but that's all right. All right, so then over here, this is my music room. You guys have seen this before. I do have music lessons coming, so ignore the mess there. We'll get in there in a second. So I have this little pumpkin here, and has hand sanitizer if the kids want to clean their hands off. And then I also picked up some of these organic pops from Trader Joe's as like a little Halloween treat if they want to have that after their lessons. And then going over here, so this is my seat when I sit and teach my music lessons, and that's where my students sit. And this is kind of like my command center. So I have this jack-o'-lantern pumpkin. I've had this also since 2006. I really think it was like that long ago when I first, my husband and I got married and we moved into our first house. I picked that up, and that used to be my jack-o'-lantern that I would have in the window. So what I do is I take this jack-o'-lantern and then I put it right here, you know, so that the trick-or-treaters can see the little jack-o'-lantern in the window when they're coming for trick-or-treat. I just put like a little card table up, and that works out really nicely, so I don't have to carve pumpkins every year. And it works great. And then over here I have my essential oil diffuser. Right now in here I have, what do I have? I have orange, cinnamon, and nutmeg, and it smells absolutely delicious. So then going over here, this is the parents' waiting area. So I have some seasonal magazines down here. I get free magazine subscriptions actually because I am a business, and the website I get those from, it's freebizmags.com, and I literally have gotten like all of these magazines that are in here for free, which is fantastic. So Family Circle, Real Simple, lots of different ones. I have Organic Life in there too, which is a Rodale magazine. So anyway, just the seasonal ones. And then I have my pens here. Those are my business cards. These are little leaves that are on the pens. I made these from the Dollar Tree, and a lot of times my students' parents pay me by writing checks, and so these are just little pens. They won't walk away because they've got these leaves on top, and they're just really convenient. Old candle holder that used to belong to my mom, and then she let me bring that to this house. Then up here, this is my office in an armoire. I've talked about this in previous videos. So up here, I think I showed a lot of this the last time. That's one of my Goodwill purchases, and I'm gonna paint it. I'm gonna paint it white, I think I've decided, but for right now, I'm just gonna leave it as is. And then I'm gonna paint it white, and I actually think I can leave it out with that paint on it through the winter time, but we'll just see how that goes. And then a jack-o'-lantern, a couple other little things over here just to decorate. And I talked about this the last time too. I think this wreath I made from Michaels. It was just a wreath form and then just loose wreath, like garlandy kind of stuff that I just put around it. And then I did get some questions actually about this the last time. Yes, I did make these little things right here. I just decoupaged sheet music onto little like frames, and that's it. So it's not really glamorous or anything. But it is just like a little wall decoration that I have in the waiting area of my for my students' parents. So then over here I have a little calendar. This is another one of those Michaels wooden things. So you can see, oops, just dropped something, that it's just plain wood, and then I painted on here, and then I used a really fine Sharpie marker, it's kind of blurry, but to put kind of like little stitches, it looks like, for the pumpkin. So it just kind of decorates my calendar. This calendar is from, where did I get this? Pottery Barn, I think, is where I ended up getting it from. And so just a little bit of decorations there. Then up on top of the fridge, this bucket is where I keep my Halloween candy for trick or treat. I have yet to figure out what I'm gonna do. I've done a video in the past about this, about what I pass out to kids for Halloween. One year, and I learned my lesson. We were in our old house, and you know, it wasn't the best neighborhood, so maybe that had something to do with it, but I didn't want to give candy because I don't like the whole GMO thing. I don't like the artificial ingredients and that kind of stuff. So I gave like pencils and stickers and these little rings and that kind of stuff, and we got egged. So I might just bite the bullet and just get regular candy again this year. It's what I did last year. I don't know. So anyway, and then up here I also have my Halloween plates and stuff. So I'm going to be using these for just little Halloween treats and things for my students. So I have that. And over here, I'm not sure if the camera will really focus on it, but I have this little witch night light. Isn't that cute? And then I also have this out. This is really delicious tea. If you have a Trader Joe's in your area, check out the pumpkin spice rooibos. It's hard to say. Has a really pretty tin, which is really the reason that I got it. I had never tried it before, and I've had probably 2 or 3 cups now. Really, really nice pumpkin-y kind of flavor. It's not sweet at all, like overly sweet or anything. Very nicely spiced, and I'm going to reuse this tin for something in the future. So again, I must have been on this like Michaels wooden decorating kick when I first moved into my first house, but this is a cute little boo one, so I just painted that up. Again, I think they're only $1 from Michaels, so it's a really nice craft project that you can do with kids. I mean, really, regardless of how you decorate it, it's gonna look nice. And then let's see, over here I have a little towel welcome sign here that I think that was from Michaels from a long time ago. And then up on this shelf thing, I just put more of that garland and a couple little pumpkins up there. And then this is, we have our little skeleton friend. Apparently his name is Nathan, and I don't know why. And so he's hanging here in the kitchen too. And then over here on my kitchen table, I need to clean my table, but I've had this for a very, very long time. I think I actually might have gotten that as like a housewarming gift when my husband and I were married from one of his cousins, I think, I'm pretty sure. So then on my mantle over here, I'll turn a light on so you can see. There we go. So these little pumpkins down here, well, this acorn I got from the Goodwill challenge that Hillary did for this past fall. So I have that here too. And then these are actually kind of like cardboardy kind of pumpkins that I just painted. Those were from Michaels. And then I made this from Michaels as well. This is one of those craft pumpkins. And then I just put a ribbon around it and then just stuffed it full of leaves. And it's just a really nice centerpiece. I used to have this on my kitchen table, and then it got to be like too overwhelming. Because when you put it on the table, then you can't see like anything in front of you because it's really large. So I decided to put it on my mantle, and when I have it on, underneath here is a candle holder that I also got as like a little housewarming gift from my husband's cousin. So really nice. It just kind of adds a little bit of height to it. And then this was my mom's. It's a candy dish that I put some white lights in and then just some fall flowers. These actually, my husband and I were married in the fall. We actually just celebrated our 9-year anniversary. And I wanted to keep some of our flowers from our wedding and do something with them. We had like kind of a fall theme. And so what I did is that I put them inside here just to kind of give it color. It didn't really matter like what it was. And then I just put the lights in it. And at night I have it set, I have it on a timer, and it'll just turn on at 7 and turn off at 11. And so it just kind of like takes care of itself. I don't have to turn it on or off or anything. And let's see, also freeform leaves. I actually made this little hurricane thingy. I got this glass from, no, I actually got this as like a wedding gift from somebody. And then I just took double-sided tape and taped some leaves onto it to make it look fall-y. Another one of those pumpkins that I painted. And this I got from my mother-in-law a long time ago, I think. And it lights up and does like crazy things. So I don't have it running all the time. I just turned it on so you guys could see it. Pretty leaf also got as a housewarming gift along with those other things from my husband's cousins. And then I made this. This used to be in our bathroom at our old house in our downstairs bathroom. So I just decided to put it up here because I thought it looked nice there. And then on this I have, this is one of those glass blocks that has lights in it. So let me plug it in for you so you guys can see. There we go. I should have that on a timer too, but I don't. So I have this here with just some more leaves. This normally contains our remote controls and things like that. I'm not actually sure where those are right now, but anyway, those normally go inside there. A lot of you guys asked what this thing is. This is our antenna. We do not have cable, and so we're only able to pick up like our basic like NBC, CBS, Fox, that kind of stuff by using an antenna. And this is what the antennas look like now. They're not rabbit ears anymore, so that's why that's there. I can't put anything on it and it kind of looks a little dumpy, but so that's what that is to answer your question. And then the last place that I actually have any decorations is in the guest bathroom. So I have this little welcome sign on the door and some Halloween towels. And then here's another one of those little things that I made, and some essential oil reed diffusers going on there. This is a flute and, you know, just some little decoration kind of stuff. And then over here I just have a little jack-o'-lantern kind of hanging from the medicine cabinet, and that little pumpkin. That's really it. Don't have too much else. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. If you haven't already and you'd like to, hit that button down below, subscribe so you never miss a Daily Dreamland video. Kiss someone you love today, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Ciao!